Fala galera, bem-vindos a mais uma live aqui do canal, que fala é o Landalanha e tranquilo, suave, hoje pro capítulo final aí do nosso Wolf Among Us, jogo que eu já comecei já tem um tempo, mas devido a alguns problemas pessoais aí, né, não deu pra tá finalizando o jogo, e hoje eu tô aqui com o capítulo final, o Choro do Lobo, pra gente acabar aí a nossa série de The Wolf Among Us. Estou lançando de noite mesmo, porque assim bem tarde, não tem porquê, só lancei, tá? Então é isso. Enfim, mesmo que não colar ninguém, a série vai estar concluída aí, então de boa.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Eita, engasgou legal, hein? Ih, travou.
Not if I can avoid it.
Ui.
Não.
Lembrando aí que acho que esse ano ainda vai lançar o The Wolf Among Us 2,
Do you
então.
even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell
Acho
me.
que o gráfico vai estar melhor porque vai mudar a engine, né?
We're destroying the tree.
No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Fiquei tanto tempo sem abrir o
you're not
jogo
really
que ele
gonna
tá
send me to the farm, are
até
you?
demorando pra recapitular as minhas
Look,
escolhas.
Maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Pra processar.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive.
Ah, a gente acabou o
He has to
episódio
stand
chegando
trial.
lá no Homem Torto, né?
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff?
Chegamos lá no Denverson.
Discuss.
Aberturacinha, né? Marota. Acho que não tem nem como pular, mano. Mas eu não pulei, acho que nenhum. Ou pulei? Acho que nenhum episódio, então deixa rolar aí. Show. Episódio 5, Choro do Lobo.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Vamos lá.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio.
É,
It's
vou pegar
lobster.
logo uma bebida, já tô
Sirloin.
fudido mesmo. Fudido
Got a
mesmo.
scotch?
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna.
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Você matou aquela
You
mulher.
know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? Jim, by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence.
Nossa, tá travando.
Witness, perhaps. Thought not, but that's okay. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine.
Tá travando
It's a
aqui,
very
ó.
unfortunate bit of business, but but the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You
Eita.
really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said,
Ué,
I've got
sério?
this
Começou
under-
nada.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right
Nossa, tá travando mesmo. Demorou até pra dar pause
right
aqui.
now.
É, tá ruim, tá ruim. O OBS tá dizendo aqui que deu ruim na favela, mano. Que isso, OBS? Que foi, meu amigão? Opa, ficou verde de novo. Caralho, tá caindo demais, não tá estável. Poxa, acho que é minha internet, hein, mano. Do nada, começou bem. Eita porra. Vamos ver se assim para de travar. Diminui um pouco a taxa de bits. Na verdade, diminui pra caralho. Ó, pelo menos azul ficou, né? Não sei se na live tá de boa. Parece que sim. Tá. Diminui bastante a taxa de bits. Vai ficar um pouco mais feinho, mais quadrado, mas vou até tentar colocar aqui de volta, mas acho que acredito que não vai rolar, porque a internet ela tá instável. Deixa eu ver se funfa. Opa, voltou? Tá, vou ter que ficar de olho, que se travar de novo pode ser um problema.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
até o momento.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
Não, deixa ele falar.
He's not gonna leave, so just give him up, all right?
No! If he thinks he's gonna come in here, act all tough, and we're just gonna...
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Caracas, que game é esse? Salve Caio Montes. É The Wolf Among Us.
Just
sit.
É baseado num quadrinho, tá ligado? É, e aí, tipo, a gente joga meio que com o Lobo Mal, na Cidade das Fábulas. E ele é tipo o detetive daqui, né?
Why'd you do it?
Já estamos no capítulo final e é isso.
Look,
É, pra tu entender melhor vai ter que ver os outros. Tem a playlist dele aí no canal, só dá uma procurada. The Wolf Among Us. Aí procura lá e vai lá.
Your protection has
The Wolf Among Us, o jogo, hein, mano. Só
But
colar lá. Vai
Vai
ver a playlist. Esse aqui já é o capítulo final, né? Vai no
kill
capítulo
me
1
for
pra
it.
você se situar melhor.
You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is
Tem
right,
todos os
bollocks, this.
capítulos aqui. Esse aqui é o último.
You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you
Será que foi
seriously
esse cara
throwing me
meio?
under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
Vou deixar eles falar, mano.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
surrender.
Get the fuck out of
Caralho,
here!
deu uma
Do
discussão do
apologize,
caralho,
Sheriff,
hein?
But I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Eita porra, a Maria Sangrenta tá aqui.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all
Ela tem
fixed
bala
up.
de prata, mano. Se ela tirar, fudeu, hein. Caralho, não ajudaria? Toma, filha da puta. Ai, caralho. Vai.
Take this!
Ai.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Ah, filha da
I'd
puta.
like
É,
to say
vai.
it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Got him! Now!
Ui, esfaqueou o outro. Seu trouxa. Tá, vai. Toma, pra largar de ser otário. Vai ficar sem as tripas. Esquivei.
This way.
Toma. Que videogame é esse? É o nome do jogo, mano? Eu tô jogando no PC. Mas o nome do jogo é The Wolf Among Us.
Shit!
I know.
não. Vai fugir não. Vem com o pai. Ah, que merda. E agora? Caralho, o Lobão, tá puto, hein? Vamos lá. Vai, porra!
Fuck! What was that?
Ah, era pra mim ter ido no outro, mano. Acabei indo no carro do... Opa! O outro que era do Homem Torto. Ah, filha da puta. Ah, ele vai passar por cima? Ah, tá. Aí já é esculacho.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Come on.
Fuck it!
Porra, a legenda parou, né? Aconteceu o momento da ação e tudo mais e a legenda sumiu. Espero que volte, né? Porque é só baixar, é pago. Cara, deu na Epic. Deu na Epic Games. No caso do meu, eu peguei de graça. Então pra mim foi só baixar, né?
Holy shit.
Mas tu pesquisar aí na net aí, tu deve achar pra baixar sim, pô. Hoje em dia, duvido nada não. PDF, tem o Epic Games, tem o Fortnite. Então, deram lá. Aí, travou? Aí você tinha que ter, tipo, que resgatado, né? Agora, assim, se tu não resgatou, não tá lá de graça, entendeu? É porque toda semana a Epic, já fica a dica aí, toda semana eles dão um ou dois jogos de graça. Aí, nessa semana aqui, deram The Wolf Among Us, já há um tempo atrás, né? Deram e eu resgatei, né?
It'll all land on me in the end.
But it isn't.
No, it's...
Olha a conversa deles. Vamos ver.
Here. It's gonna be okay. We'll get you fixed up. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
We have to do something. Georgie.
Shush, love. We'll be alright.
Vou entrar, filhão. Papai chegou. Ficar resmungando não.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm gonna rip you to fucking pieces.
Go on, then.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian.
You can't seriously
Tá
want to
protegendo ele
protect
por
this
quê?
guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered—
Of course it does. Those girls—
So it's all my fucking fault, then?
I
You
didn't
fucking...
mean-
You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf, too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told. Then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore.
You didn't have to do
Você
anything.
não tinha que matar, não,
Like hell I
filho.
did.
Matou porque quis.
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the crooked man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him.
Deixa eu ver. O cara tá comendo a mina. Aqui é um puteiro aqui, onde é esse lugar aqui que a gente tá. Já jogou Dota 2? Não, nunca. Joga 9 anos, super indico. Eu já joguei, mano, parecido, né? Óbvio que, pô, tem a rivalidade do caralho, mas jogo o LOLzinho, mano. Eu acho que Dota é bastante difícil, né? Netflix, inclusive, vai lançar um anime. Eu vi, vai lançar um anime muito foda, cara. Caralho, eu gostei da animação do trailer lá.
Fault. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me
Mano, a
out.
culpa é tua,
You're
filho.
still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody
Puxou o
held your
gatilho,
hand
filhão.
and made
Matou
you
a
go
mina.
through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want.
Não adianta
I can
chorar,
tell
não.
you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
Para de chorar, pô.
Complaining and take responsibility for what you did. You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them, what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die,
Então eles estão de
do you still think
conchá.
I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
Promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this?
Ela que botou a fita no pescoço da mina aí.
Of course I do. You have to
bosta.
understand. Nobody was supposed to die. When we built this
Droga,
place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you. Sometimes
matar
all
ela
your
não,
options
filho.
are shit.
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do
Vai
what
se
they
matar.
want with
Vai
my
se ela
life.
puxar a fita, ela morre.
I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
Ui.
Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Tá feliz agora,
Are
mano?
you happy now? Is this what you wanted?
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh!
Que merda. Pô, mal começou o episódio, hein?
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
As tripinhas pra fora.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright?
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there.
Deu a localização.
Fucking asshole.
Deu a localização do homem torto. Mac, vamos lá, amassar a cara
finish
dele.
me off now?
Felanzinho, salve! Salve, Roquinho! Caralho, hein, mano? Pô, nem jogamos Pepex hoje, joguei com o Johnny, hein? Tu não entra, pô, não responde a mensagem no videogame? Eu tô sem celular, pô, então nem deu pra te... Só pelo videogame mesmo. Ó, vê se tu consegue ver aí como é que tá meu celular, mano. Ó. Quebrou essa porra, caiu.
I know what I did.
Não vou te matar, não. Vou matar, não.
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
Não serei um
I
assassino.
won't be a killer, Georgie.
You selfish bastard. Fuck you! Piece of shit.
Vai lá, mano. Não vou matar, não. Não vou matar ninguém, não. Tô ligado, nem entrei no PS4 hoje. Amanhã nós bagaça. Só fé já é então, mano. Belezinha, então. For amanhã, só dá o papo. Amanhã a gente pode jogar. Domingo. O Johnny falou que vai estar em casa mesmo. Então amanhã a gente... joga o madrugadão, né? Madruga da matança. Pô, vê se baixa o The Forest, mano. Vê se já deixa ele baixando aí também, né? Porra, pode ser uma boa. Caralho, aprendi a fazer os bagulho, mano, ó. Tem máscara pra mergulhar. Vai ter equipamento de mergulho. Mano, muita coisa aprendi. Tem uma paradinha que tu pega pra escalar a parede. Nossa, mano. Cheguemos. Vai lá, nosso Big B.
Of course.
quebrar, pô. Isso aí pra mim não é nada. Colocar pra baixar aqui, mano. Mas visão, aqueles monstros lá, porra, não dá pra matar não. Ih, dá pra matar, mano. Vou te falar o macetinho. Vou te falar o macete. Eles são sensíveis ao fogo. Aí quando tu pega um machadinho, né, a gente vai encontrando muito pano, né, ao redor do jogo, né. Muito fácil achar pano. Aí tem como tu combinar, pô, o machado com o pano. E aí a gente pega o isqueiro e acende, pô. Aí o machado fica pegando fogo. Aí é só tu bater neles e eles morrem rapidinho, pô. Ah, descobri várias paradas aí jogando aí solo aí, mano.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Tipo assim, de começo a gente tem que fazer o acampamento. Aí depois que a gente fizer um acampamento bom, assim, pra gente conseguir se manter ali mesmo, aí a gente começa. Tem como fazer armadura de osso, tá ligado? É só pegar osso e pano. Só isso que precisa. E aí a gente vai aguentar mais porrada também. E pra pegar osso é só matar esses bichos e jogar eles na fogueira, mano. Aí eles queimam o corpo. Depois só sobra o osso. A gente vem, vai luteando. Mano, muito tranquilo, muito tranquilo.
The Big Bad Wolf.
Já é, bora fazer uma live dessa. Então, agora que eu aprendi a jogar, dá pra fazer live, pô. Não fiz antes porque tu viu que tava difícil pra caralho, né? Agora que eu aprendi o bagulho, mano. De começo, mano, a gente vai demorar. Mano, tu não tá ligado eu jogando aqui solo? Eu andei tanto assim pro norte assim. Mano, eu cheguei numa fase que tem gelo, papo reto, tem que fazer roupa de frio, caralho, mano. Pô, tá ligado aquela cratera grandona também no meio da fase? Um buracão grandão. Eu consegui cair lá dentro, mano, eu fiquei vivo. Mano, muito foda. Porra, brabo demais o jogo, na moral. Porra. Ué, tiraram foto minha? Passaram a visão. Mas vão ter medo de você. Bala de prata, hein? Bala de prata. Pô, mano, o jogo é... Pô, o jogo é muito brabo. Tem uma katana pra pegar no jogo. Eita porra! Maria Sangrenta, filha da puta. Tem como fazer lança. Tem como criar arco também.
I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now.
Rala.
Make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Toma.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Opa. Opa. Toma. Filha da puta. Então já é, manda mensagem pelo PS4 que chega aqui no meu celular, já é, aí nós joga. Pô, beleza, deixa aí baixando logo, mano. Já deixa aí que amanhã a gente joga. Ele é levinho, tá ligado? Mas pra não perder tempo amanhã, tu já pode deixar baixando aí hoje aí, não tem caô não. Antes de tu dormir, pô. Vai deixar aí baixando. Acho que ele é 11 GB, eu acho. Acho que é isso. Ou menos, se pá. Ele não é pesado não, pô. Eu baixei aqui, foi rapidinho. Tô tentando convencer o Johninho a comprar, mano. Que se ele compra, porra, vai ser engraçado pra caralho jogar com ele, viado. Porra, cadê essa mulher, hein? Ah, esquivei, hein? Deu tempo, não? Pô, apertei certinho. Mas ela é foda, né? Ela fica transitando. Ai, tomei.
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Caralho, é a forma real dela. Tá doido, mano. É muito feia. Tá porra. Toma. Ai. Porra. Ai. Aqui. Caralho, que nervoso. Eita. Clone da sombra. Ah, mano, eu bati. Qual foi? Ai! Nossa, mano, é muito. Ah, deu ruim. Sai! Ai, cacete. Caralho, ele se transformou de verdade agora, mano. Caralho, olha a forma real do Bigby, mano. Caralho, que foda. Toma, filha da... Eita! Caralho, o sopro é igual na história dos três porquinhos, né? Maneiro, achei legal a referência. Faz sentido. Filha da puta. Caralho, que brabo, mano. Vem que aqui é o mano Bigby, vem. Vem, filho. Mano, pique, pia. Falta só um otário agora. E aí, homem torto, só falta você agora, seu otário.
Hello, Bigby.
Olá,
You
Bigby.
look tired.
Parece cansado.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Tá tratando comigo,
Snow's
meu
not
amigo.
here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
How about I bring your corpse back to the woodlands instead?
You're not going to kill me.
You'd bet your life on that?
Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
Vai, tá tramando alguma, mano. Alguma coisa aí.
And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going?
Não, não vou deixar ele não, mano.
We're not doing this your way.
How unfortunate. I was hoping we could make this work.
E
What
aí,
are you
filha da
gonna do
puta?
now? Rip me apart like some kind of animal? Killing me here would achieve nothing.
Só quero te levar
And what
preso.
would Miss White think? You show up with nothing but a corpse.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Só quero te levar preso, otário. Eu vou te matar, não. Só que eu acho que mesmo assim dá merda, né? Porque eu escolhi poupar, se pá, ele se solta e... né? Fudeu. Mas eu disse desde o primeiro episódio que eu ia tentar mudar esse estigma de lobo mau, né? Que o Bigby carrega e... acho que eu consegui.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, He didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Oh.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
How could you?
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This? You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone,
Ele tá só olhando.
can I have your attention?
Alguma coisa ele vai fazer,
Thank
mano.
you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel
O cara
now?
morreu, mano. Não
Is
foi o
he
que
still
matei,
out
não.
there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That doesn't
need for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one
Ah, ele
I'm
tentando
concerned
se
with.
You
safar,
called the
mano.
shots.
Tentando sair
Georgie
ileso,
made
filho
that
da puta.
perfectly clear.
In which case, you
Isso aí.
still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Deixa passar, não vou falar nada não.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come
involved.
on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Vou deixar,
We
mano.
all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve
Boa,
it.
Branca de Neve. Botou ordem na casa, hein?
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you
jeez.
gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to
Ele tá
protect
tentando
me,
virar o
because
jogo
I've
contra
protected
mim.
them.
Que filho da
You
puta,
understand
mano.
wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help.
Ele tá se
I'm sorry
safando,
that
mano.
I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come
É
work.
isso aí, eu falei pra vir
Really?
trabalhar pra
The new
mim.
deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor.
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
Calma, calma.
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here
É,
to talk
filho, tá
about
we're
tentando
not?
manipular a gente.
Bigby just
This
means
is
that-
important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Caralho, conseguimos, porra.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Oh, you just shut the fuck up already.
It's okay. Whatever you're getting at, get to it.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like
Fudeu, ele vai virar o
How about
jogo.
the way he treated poor Tweedledee
Porra.
when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason
certain
we're here.
level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Caralho, ele vai sair
Who was
impune,
there while
mano.
they idly played
Foda,
in
não
their
é
towers,
possível, cara.
judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me,
Leva muito na lábia
on
ele,
the
mano.
verge of eviction.
Foda.
Who
Burro
will
ele não é.
dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why
Eita.
don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't...
Just
Ela
shut
vai
up.
morrer se ela
You
falar.
enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
You're pathetic.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith
Ui.
and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn
Ah, é,
about me.
né? A Vivian morreu. Ela era original dos laços, então...
You're an asshole.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it.
Pode
It was
crer.
always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so.
Então agora ela pode
Ever.
falar.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's
Tá pro
too
Rich
fucking
Wealth.
easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're
já
done
falou
talking,
demais.
crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
É, eu sou mais fã de prender ele.
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Eu sou mais fã de prender ele, mano. Pra sempre.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Verdade, eu devo ser o juiz.
I guess it
Eu
does.
devo ser o juiz, porra.
Are you
Vamos lá,
sure?
vou prender ele,
This
mano.
isn't
Pra
how it's-
sempre,
What the
tá
people
fudido.
want, Miss White.
Quero matar ele, não.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Obrigado.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
Vou te prender pra sempre, filhote.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Eita! Ai, porra! Não joga, não joga, não joga.
I hope you all remember this moment.
Think of me when you try to sleep.
Eu vou te prender, otário.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't
what
be
he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
Só quero prender, mano. Vamos mudar a popularidade aí do, né, estigma que o Lobo mal carrega, mano. Bom, acho que daqui pra lá já não tem mais tanto. Acho que a gente já zerou o jogo, tá? Isso aí é um dia depois. Acho que a gente conseguiu zerar aí. Então, mais uma série. Eu sei que o último episódio demorou, mas enfim, foi mal. Acho que eu tô afim de, tipo, jogar os jogos da Telltale de novo, né? Olha um homem torto aí. Eu acho que é
Not
ele.
what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Show.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Então... Eu tô afim de jogar os jogos da Telltale, né? The Walking Dead e tal. Nossa, a fila tá cheia, hein?
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
A música esqueceu a chave. Nós podemos conversar?
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Pô, não vou poder dizer a ela o que eu sinto.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Caralho, o Colin, mano, comprando Brahma. Colin é foda. Um gradado de... E aí, o que mais que tem pra fazer? Tem que levar a chave no Papa-Mosca. Sei lá, mano. Eu achava que o jogo zerava ali, bem da gente aprendendo.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Then carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Ah, deixa ele falar, deixa ele falar. Tá boladão.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Que legal.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool.
Ela vai amar.
When they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Foda, tenho nem o que falar, mano.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
Deve ter desaparecido.
Yeah, must have run off. Bullshit.
Ele doido pro Colin com ele, né?
Saying goodbye?
Maneiro isso aí, hein? Maneiro isso aí. Chama ela de Nenê. Somos íntimos, somos próximos.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help you.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something
Nossa, ela tá com trauma mesmo, ela tá com medo de tirar e ela morrer.
Listen,
tadinha.
I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they'd go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Ah, mano. Vou julgar ninguém, não. Foda.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Toma um super fino aí. Fuma um derby, vai.
Thank you.
Estressada, fuma um derby.
I don't know what happened.
Faz igual a minha
But that
mãe.
night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
Ah, por isso que a cabeça da Faith foi parar lá. Ela que colocou.
People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
Sure.
You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Vai meter o pé?
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Caralho, quem falou isso foi a Fate.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to play
Ela tá usando glamour.
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Caralho, acabou a temporada. Era assim que acabava? Eu não lembrava, velho. Nossa, rapaziada, então é isso aí, zeramos mais um jogo, né? Acabou aí a série de The Wolf Among Us. Ela falou aí a última frase dela na temporada é a última frase que a Faith fala pra gente no episódio 1. Então, ela é a Faith, né? E tava usando um glamour pra aparecer com a Nerissa. Então, no caso, aquela cabeça era da Nerissa. Eles só trocaram as bolas, né? Então, a Nerissa tá morta. Acredito que é isso. Prendemos o homem torto. Tá, aqui eu coloquei pra prender. Nem todo mundo quis essa opção. Acho que mataram ele, não dá pra saber. Só que tá quase na metade aqui. Não chega a estar na metade certinha. Todo mundo escolheu. Tá. Todo mundo falou que espera ter feito algo bom pela cidade e entregar o presente aí pra Branca de Neve do Sapo Júnior. Mais um jogo zerado com sucesso. Bom, galera, então é isso. Valeu. Até a próxima live aí, até o próximo jogo. Eu tô afinzão de jogar os jogos da Telltale, né? Tipo The Walking Dead, porque cada episódio é o tempo perfeito pra você acabar uma live, pra streamar, enfim. Eu acho bem legal. Espero que vocês escolhem aí. Tamo junto aí. Até a próxima.